What is up? What's up, AZ? How you doing, man? Let's see here. Go back over here. Go and put that in the chat there. We will. And message. All right, so we got that pinned to the top. Oh, I'm doing good, man. Actually had a good little conversation with Tim and Sean last night. Tim was all upbeat, had two of his printers going. Looked like he was doing really good, getting excited about getting them back into his printers. So, doing real good. Went to work for a couple hours this morning. Had to run to Legoland to do some last minute meter checks there because you can only go in there early in the morning. You have to be out of the park by 9 o'clock. So I went there at 7 o'clock this morning, spent about an hour and 40 minutes in there running around trying to find all these meters. They have about 25 meters in there, and they're all over the place. And it's a bit of a pain, but I got them done. So otherwise, I would have had to wait till next Friday to do them, or do them tomorrow, and I wasn't trying to do that. So, well, we'll see who all comes in. If somebody wants to pop in, the link's at the top of the chat. Kind of starting just a new Saturday afternoon type hangout stream. Anybody can come in if they like. It's open. Tomas, what's up? Hold on. Let me cut that out of the way here so I can see that. And that, I'm really liking that that networking program you sent me the link to, that Mouse Without Borders. The thing works pretty damn good. So, Tomas, I thought you were going to bed, man. Said something earlier about you needed to get some sleep. JD, what's up? Hey, if you're bored and you're not busy yet, you can jump in if you want. I don't know if you're leaving today or not, but if you got time to jump in and say hi. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night either. I was on mats till, what was it, 12:30, I think, and then I got on to a private live with Tim and Sean. Kind of mucked around with them for about an hour or so, and then I had to go to bed because I had to be up at freaking 6 o'clock this morning. So, oh, okay. If you guys don't know, JD's going on a nice little 1 week camping trip with his dad, so he won't be on Matt's next week or probably much of any shows this week. I mean, I'm sure he might be able to pop in here or there on Murray's show and say hi to everybody. But yeah, he'll be out on a week-long vacation with his dad, doing camping and different things. So hopefully we'll get to see some good videos from that. Just remember, JD, take your SD card. I'm working on RC crap now, leaving Monday. Okay. It is a nice Saturday afternoon, I should say so myself. And you guys are going to Colorado, JD? I'm trying to remember where you said you were going. Enjoy the trip. Yep. Exactly. It's always nice to go on a vacation, get a week off from everything. Yeah, I'll be on for a while, JD. So I figured I'd go for a couple hours. I said, see who pops in. Sometimes lately I've been getting, sometimes I can get 5 or 6 people to pop in. So the great sand dunes, and that was so crazy. I had no idea that there was even sand dunes up in that area of the country. Like I literally thought it was just, Glamis and Dumont area in like Nevada, Arizona, California area. Because I used to go to Dumont all the time and Glamis, and those were some fun areas. Especially you go out to Dumont, man, there'd just be thousands of people camping out there in their trailers and stuff, and then everybody would have kind of a wagon train of their own campsites, and there'd just be hundreds of them. People riding their dirt bikes, everything. And then everybody used to do what they called Sobe bombs. I don't know if you ever heard of those, but you would take those Sobe bottles, those glass ones, and you'd fill them up with gas. You would put the lid on, drill a hole in it, and you would set it in the middle of the campfire, and it would make a perfect like 40, 50-foot mushroom cloud every time. It was cool. You'd always see those popping off in Dumont. You would see them just coming out of all the campsites. But yeah, they would make perfect mushroom clouds every time. Yeah, you had to set them up just right. If you did that, it didn't blow the campfire out or nothing. It would just send it straight up. And surprisingly, the the Bureau of Land Management have their guys out there, and surprisingly, they wouldn't mess with you when you were doing it. Well, where are you heading for lunch too? Want to get another steak burger? It does sound like it's extremely unsafe, JD. But if you did it right every time, it was almost. I mean, it was predictable. You knew exactly what it would do. But everybody would be out there doing that. Mendez Drone Ups, what's up, man? Go ahead and add you to the list here. There you go, buddy. How you doing today, man? So what's everybody up to today? Anybody doing anything special today? To look let's see here. There we go. Yeah, pretty much. Right, Tomas? Just watching me. So the print's coming out really well as far as the smoke plume goes. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm getting everything painted. Getting the rocket painted, and then I'm going to paint the base. I'm going to attempt to paint the letters white, but I would use painter's tape, but there's so many small grooves. I don't know if I can do it, and I don't really want to get paint on the black part and screw it up. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet, because I don't have that steady of a hand when it comes to painting. But the base came out really well. So, and then right here, the smoke plume is actually being printed in that shape. So when you clean it up and get all the support off of it, it should just pop right in there. Not sure what's for lunch yet. It's always fun going out and trying to figure out what the hell you want for lunch or dinner, right? Can't decide. need to go try to find you maybe like try to find somewhere you've never been before, like a food truck or a little mom and pop restaurant. Sometimes that's how you find some of the best foods, right? Just kind of break away from the norm and kind of just find a place to go to. Because I do that sometimes. Like I want to go get something to eat, and I just always end up at the same friggin' places every time. That's what I said, dude. I would try to find like a little mom and pop, like bar and grill or barbecue place, or find somewhere that you haven't been to yet. Like go find a food truck somewhere. There's only two things that are going to happen. You're going to get food poisoning or find some really good food. Oh, nice. Where'd you go to eat, Mendez? We have a really nice breakfast spot here in town. It's called Excellent. I think is the name of it. Excellent, something like that. But they have really good breakfast. We get their food sometimes. It's a little mom and pop place. You editing your latest drone video? Yeah, hopefully I can get somebody to pop in with me. I said the last few lives we had quite a few people come in on the panel. Dre, Dan, JD, of course. Mike B popped in a couple times. And Steve. Steve and Dan actually kept my show going yesterday for about an hour because I was busy doing paperwork and had to meet another tech and everything, so I was on mute most of the time. They just kept a whole drone conversation going on about different things, which is good. They helped me out a lot. It's always good, though, if you have to drop out of your own stream for a little bit and other people can keep the conversation going for you. No, AZ. I put the link in the chat. I mean, most everybody that comes in here gets the notifications anyway. So, and I don't have everybody's emails. I need to start collecting them so I can do that. But like Steve, I mean, pretty much everybody from Paul's channel and a lot of people from Matt's channel, they've been popping in and out of the chat. So they're obviously getting my notifications, which is a good thing because we all know how that can be sometimes. But I need to start collecting more email addresses so I can do that. Oh, nice. What editing program are you using, Mendez? Are you like really into it like Matt and all them? Like doing DaVinci or like Filmora or something like that? So I know Filmora is a pretty good program as well. DaVinci just seems to be one of the hardest ones to learn, if not the hardest. Because that's one, a lot of the ones like Movie Maker. I didn't see Paul on the panel. Is he up here? Where the hell is he at? Paul. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that, Mendez. I mean, that's how a lot of people learned was on iMovie and, I mean, basically Movie Maker. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Not everybody's a super editor, right? I don't freaking edit like that either. I actually used iMovie quite a bit up till recently. And iMovie's actually not that bad, especially if you're doing it on a MacBook or a tablet, because it has a lot more options. Doing it on a phone kind of sucks a little bit, but there's a lot more options if you have a MacBook or and it's a good program for beginners, that's for sure. I use just another free one. It's called VN. It has a few more options than iMovie, but I'm going to be re-downloading Filmora here pretty soon. Filmora is, I would say Filmora is like right under DaVinci. It's a little bit easier to learn. There is a learning curve for it. But DaVinci is a lot harder to learn. Now, they both have free versions, which are both really good. So, but if you're going to use DaVinci, man, you're going to have to do some serious, you're going to have to really get down and dirty in that program, because there's a lot to learn in there. Filmora is similar to DaVinci, but it is a little easier to learn, but it's still a learning curve as well. But now that I got this newer computer, or this better computer that's faster and everything, I think I'm going to put Filmora back on that, because I did have it on my laptop, but it was a little laggy. Yeah, JD, don't they have a paid version though, right, too? Because I know Filmora and DaVinci both have like a free version, but I think Filmora also has a paid version. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the little watermark. You know, if it was like fucking blasted through your whole video, Filmora, you know, then that would suck. But yeah, I would say so too, Tomas. Especially if you get good with the free version, you know, you can always upgrade later. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with Filmora for learning neither. Either one of them are a respectable program. But see, like JD said, it's $60 and then you should lose the watermark. But if you want to do free, I would probably say what Tomas is saying. I'd probably go with DaVinci if you're going to do the free version. Yeah, I'd probably go with the free version of DaVinci then if it's big. Like, I had Filmora on my laptop, but I never really got into it because, like I said, it was kind of a little slow and laggy on my laptop. But I know on this computer, the other one besides me, that one should definitely be able to run it, no problem. I'm kind of wishing I would have done the 32 gig on my laptop, but I don't know if it really would have made that big of a difference, to be honest with you. Oh, wow, JD, I didn't know that. That's fucking stupid. I guess it is 2 operating programs, right? It's kind of like, you know, you can have a profile saved on Xbox, but if you can't really transfer it to your PC account, right? I watch a lot of gamers that do that. They have a PC account for a game, and then they'll have it either on Xbox or PlayStation, but they can't transfer. You know, they might have $1 million on GTA Online on their Xbox, but then they go on their PC, they might not have nothing. Yeah, I can imagine, man. It sucks that you couldn't just, you know, log into your account no matter what kind of, you know, computer you're on, and it should just bring up your account, right? I mean, it's like, it would be like having to have 2 Facebooks, you know, one for PC and one for Mac. It wouldn't make any sense. Because, I mean, that would be like me, you know, using StreamYard. If I had to buy a separate StreamYard account just for fucking Mac, I'd get pissed off too. Because then I'd have to have one for my phone and one for the computer, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. So I hope Tim's doing all right and he was printing little mini light poles for a train display that his buddy's building. And the first little batch didn't come out too good, but he readjusted his printer, and now they're coming out really good. And he sent me a message earlier. I think he said he finished 40 of like 200 of them he was making. Oh, Sean, you'd be so pissed off if you saw what Legoland did today. Now that I'm thinking about it too, since you popped in and said you wanted to go there. I went to the back. I was in like the back fences, you know, where customers don't go, where all like the utilities and everything are. Dude, they had a Star Wars Falcon. What is it? The Falcon ship? I'm not that big on Star Wars, but they had a one that was like the size of a fucking car that they had just thrown out into the trees. Like it was just sitting in the trees, rotting away. And they had all these like badass like buildings made out of Legos that they had just thrown outside, and they were all fucked up from them just throwing them. Man, I was like, dude, why couldn't you donate those to like a school or a charity or something, like, right, where they could sell them, right? Like, because you imagine if you had like a starship the size of a fucking car and you were able to get that from Legoland and put that bitch on eBay. Imagine how much that would go for, right? Because you could get those fans that are Lego and Star Wars fans. Whoo, that would bring in some money. But then they had two ships. It was the Starship, the Falcon Fighter one with the 4 arms. And then they had that big, like, it was like the oval one that had the 2 points at the front. And they were just sitting outside, dude, just getting baked by the sun. And they were all broken pieces because it looked like somebody just chucked them out the back door right onto the ground. That's what I'm saying, man. It was insane the amount of fucking Legos I saw were wasted in the back of that place. Like it was kind of sad, right? Because they had like these full buildings, like doll houses, like that were like, you know, they were like replicas of famous buildings from around the world. And yeah, the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing fighter. Yeah, exactly. That was the two I was trying to think of. But they had full-size buildings of like replicas of famous buildings from around the world, and they were like the size of one of those little small kids' playhouses. Dude, they had just thrown them out there, and they were just literally looked like people had grabbed these things and just chucked them out the back door, just sitting in mud and dirt and getting baked on by the sun and everything else. I was like, man, what a waste. Like, you could at least donate them, like do a fucking Lego museum, right? I mean, you're all about Legoland around here. You're building tons of shit for Legoland. Like, make a fucking museum, put all the old shit in there, donate it to a charity, and let them auction it off or something. Like, it's such a waste, dude. If you guys saw those ships, you would have shit yourself if you were a Star Wars and Lego fan. I'm not sure, but they do fasten them together. I don't know if they use I'm not exactly sure if they use glue or acetone or what they use. But yeah, they're stuck together. Right, Mike? TJ, can I have these? Well, that's what I told the guy that was driving me around on the golf cart to the different gas meters too, you know. I was like, you know what's fucked up is they chucked it out like a piece of trash. But if you were to take that and grab it and take it home and they found out about it, you'd get in trouble, right? They would probably fire you and you'd probably get in trouble by the cops, right? Even though they chucked it out there like it was just a piece of garbage, right? And I was just like, such a waste. Like I said, if you were a Star Wars and a Lego fan, you would have been super pissed if you would have saw what I saw today. Because like that Millennium Falcon and that X-Wing fighter, I kid you not, were the size of probably about a smart car. They were big. Like, I bet you if you got your hands on one of those and you put it on eBay, you probably could get 20, probably 30 grand for that thing. If you found, like I said, the big Star Wars fans out there, I mean, that thing probably could have been at least, you probably could have got an easy 20 grand on eBay for that thing. If you were able to get your hands on it and put it on eBay. Like if you were legally be able to possess it and had proof that it came from Legoland and it was built by their, Lego builders and all that. Oh yeah, you could pull some money in from that thing. It's absolutely amazing. Like you go in this one section of the park and there's just these like miniature versions of all the major cities in the United States, and it's the skylines from each of the cities, and just the detail on the buildings are absolutely amazing. Now, Sean, if you're free, if you could pop in for a minute, I'm kind of curious about the whole power thing because I had that happen to me before, or even Mike, either one of you, if you could pop in and explain that to me, because it'd be easier for you to explain it to me in person than through the chat. But I saw a power setting in the menu, and I wasn't absolutely sure what that was about. So I had a couple prints happen to me, like little tiny prints I was just testing out, and we had a power surge, and that happened to me. Oh, and here comes Sean. What's up?
Hey. So
explain to me how you restart or you finish a print if surges.
Okay, so the setting that you see in the menu on the display itself, you do want to make sure that that's check marked.
Okay, what does it actually say? Because I saw two different things and there's something about power.
This is power outage.
Yes,
I think is all it says, and you have to click on that, and it puts a check mark in the box. That's what it did on my V2.
Yeah, mine says off, so I should just turn it on.
Turn it on, correct.
Okay.
So that way, if you do have a power failure, all you have to do is hit resume, and it'll actually resume where it left off. It'll heat up the bed, it'll heat up the tip, and then keep going.
Now, how does that correlate? Like, how does it know where to start back off? Like, does it have like a short-term memory or something in there?
Yes, yeah, exactly. So when you set that like that, and it, you have a power failure and it's off, it'll detect exactly what layer you're on and where it's going to end up. Now, whether or not the print is still good after that is another story, because everything cooled off now. There's a possibility that it could break off the bed. There's a possibility that the next layer that it puts on there doesn't actually combine with the old layer. So there's some problems with it, but sometimes it works perfectly, and it'll just go and it just works.
So, like Mike's saying, sometimes he's kind of saying sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
It's supposed to, at least. That's exactly right. So in theory, it's supposed to work. When I first got these printers, you didn't have to put the check mark in there. That was supposed to be on the board already. So I just found it on there, and I found it wasn't check marked on that one, and that really pissed me off. I was like, "You've got to be shitting me! You have to check mark it now."
What's up, Chris? So that's why they should put some kind of like almost like a smoke detector, right?
Right.
They should have something where you can put like a battery backup power in it that will run it for like a few minutes, if the power surges or something.
Well, one way of testing that is click on the yes, make sure it says yes. Do like a test cube, and right in the middle of it, just kick off the power, off the the switch,
and
then kick it back on and see if it has a resume feature on there after that, and see if it.
Now, by turning the switch off, though, would that reset it, or would it be better just to unplug it from the wall real quick and try it?
I guess you could do that either way. Turning the power switch off, that's just like a power failure, though, because you're turning off the power supply itself. So
AZ had a question for you.
Did you fix Tim's printer issue? I think his printer issue is him.
Did he ever get that fixed, or because I don't remember him saying
No.
anything about that? He was running his other two printers.
Yeah, he had an issue with the arm on the side of it. Just needed to be tightened up. Basically, me and Steve and him were talking last night. And it's what it looks like. Is all it needs is just tightened up. Like must have gotten loose from him turning it over and stuff to replace that board. Yeah, his flow for sure. Well, he got the flow going on the one, but not the other.
Well, the flow issue he was having was the one that was actually running, though, the printer that was making the light poles. We're talking about the CR10? Was that the one that he put the new board in?
No, it's the Ender 3 V2. I was trying to
Yeah, because that was the one where he put that firmware update on the what was it, the control switch, or I'm still trying to learn all the terms, but
yeah.
It kept giving him that error message when he would auto home.
Right. I think he got that fixed with the new board, but now it's a problem with getting that tightened up so it actually works right. But yeah, we'll get it one way or another. He's trying to get the other three printers working right now too. So
yeah, because I saw that power setting in my menu, but I didn't want to mess with it, and I just happened to. I keep forgetting to ask one of you guys.
Yeah, as long a prints as you're doing, you better turn it on, especially in Florida.
Oh, I know. Fucking storms, dude, every day.
Yep. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he got a little frustrated, Mike. I mean, he's got it all together and everything. It's just a matter of getting it to. He was having an issue with that firmware he was using. Mike, if you're not busy, man, pop up on the panel for a minute. That way Sean doesn't feel like I'm not at his intellectual level when it comes to printing. At least he can talk to somebody that knows more about it.
Well, see, you got to remember, Mike's the one that taught me.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But you guys are way more experienced than me.
Well, he made me buy it online while we're still, streaming together. So him and Adam, like, do it. It's on sale. Do it.
Later, Tomas. Have a good night, man. Or have a good day. See, that's right. You said it was afternoon time there.
Yeah.
What time did you guys end up getting off last night?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm the only one there.
No, the live.
Let's see. That'd have been like 1:30, 1:45 my time. So 3:45 your time.
Yeah, I had to get up at 6, so
yeah.
Go to Lego. But dude, I told you, dude, that what I saw at Legoland was a fucking trip, dude. Like, it just blew my mind when I walked back behind that one fence and all that shit was just thrown out on the ground.
Yeah, that devastates me. As many Lego tournaments and stuff that they have for schools and stuff like that, and I know that they put support structures in the center part of it to kind of hold that big of stuff together. But the rest of it, they just basically super glue together. So
right.
Acetone, you can take all those pieces apart, send them to the schools, and then you could have more competitions.
Right, and that's the thing is, like, when I saw that freaking Millennium Falcon and that X Fighter or whatever, those things were the size of a fucking smart car. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
they were huge.
I still have the YouTube video of when they built that X-Wing fighter. It was just last year or the year before. It wasn't that long.
They had a whole Star Wars exhibit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they got rid of it or if they just rebuilt new ones, because they get beat up by the sun and everything. Like, some of those Lego displays will be really faded after about a year or so.
Right. That makes sense.
But
I don't see why you would get rid of them though. I mean,
no, they were literally just thrown out, and like the Millennium Falcon was literally just sitting in a bunch of mud and dirt, and then part of it was broke off, like they had just chucked it out the back door, and
I
it
don't
hit
give
the
a
ground
shit
and
if
broke.
it's faded or not. Put it in my backyard, please.
Could you imagine though? Like I said, if you actually got a hold of one of those and it was in good shape,
Yeah,
and maybe had like a professional come in and repaint the actual Legos,
right.
and like freshen it up, dude, I guarantee you probably could get easy 20 grand for something like that.
Oh, probably
That
more than that.
size.
You have no idea how much Legos are worth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The one little kit that's like this big, that's like what, 20,000 pieces or something.
Yeah.
It's like $1,000, $2,000 set.
Yeah. Right now, believe it or not, Legos are actually worth more than gold. Did you know that?
That doesn't surprise me.
Per piece, Legos are worth more than gold right now.
That's like a basically, like even if you go to the dollar store, they have the real Lego sets, but they're just the little miniature ones.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little miniature Lego set with like 20, 40 pieces in it is like 20, 25 bucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Expensive as shit.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen all the Legos I got, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really?
No, I've never seen them. Oh, that's what all that is.
Legos right there.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah, you would have geeked out on those.
Those are all Legos right there, too.
Bro, you would have geeked out on those Star Wars ones today. I wish I'd have took some pictures of them.
I thought I've showed you this before, but I'm going to
show you.
No,
I've never. I always saw all that stuff back there, but from your camera view, you really couldn't tell what it was.
Well, half of it's Legos, and the other half is actually Transformers. So,
I know a guy that I used to work with at Walmart. He's got a 3-bedroom house, and 2 of the bedrooms are just Lego rooms. He lives by himself. He's got tons of Lego.
This fucking thing.
Holy shit! How much was that bad boy?
$500.
Holy hell! And I bet it comes with a fucking encyclopedia of instructions, huh?
Oh yeah, and I have the light set for it too.
Holy
the
crap.
LED light set.
Wow, that's amazing.
Let's see
how many pieces is that? 4,000.
Let's see here.
Yeah, 4,080. Wow.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm a little bit into Legos.
But that's how I said that guy that I Walmart, he actually has 2 bedrooms that are just dedicated to Legos, and he has like Harry Potter, a castle.
Oh, geez.
Like he pays for a yearly pass to Legoland just to shop in the Lego stores.
Oh my God.
He doesn't go in there to ride the rides or nothing. He just has it so he can access the park and go in there and shop.
Actually, and I've heard this before too. They have a lot of the older Legos that you can buy for MSRP. And so you can go in there, buy those Legos, sell them on eBay. Like my daughter's been asking for the Queen Dragon set for elves forever.
Uh-huh.
You know how much it is on eBay or anywhere else at all right now?
I have no idea.
$350. MSRP is $35.
That's what is that? Like the wholesale price? If you were a wholesaler or what?
Yeah, well, just like if they first came out and they were in the stores, that's MSRP.
Oh, okay, and then if this is the price of them being more rare now or something, or harder to get.
I guess manufacturer's suggested price.
Right.
So, so yeah, like they don't make the Elves series anymore. So for me to buy that set for her, what she really wants, because she asks me like every freaking day, it's $350 for me to buy even a used set. Not even brand new in the box, just a used set.
And then you're taking a chance that all the pieces might not be there too.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. Because they always come with at least 7 to 8 extra pieces.
Right.
So
there's a guy on TikTok. used to watch it. I don't really watch him anymore, but I used to watch him. And he did the he that's what he does is he sells Lego pieces,
Right.
and people will order specific pieces or specific little characters.
Yep.
And then he mails them to him. He's got like a whole freaking garage full of, the little trays, and they're all marked what the kind of bricks they are and all that.
Right.
That's what he does.
Well,
And people will order specific like pieces that they're missing for different sets.
This one just came out last year.
Good
You
God.
recognize
How
it?
much was that?
It's a Mandalorian ship with the mini Yoda or mini
That is awesome.
the child.
Now imagine having one like that the size of a smart car.
Right? I know they built some big sons of bitches over there.
That's why I said, dude, you would really love to just walk through Legoland. Like I said, they have this really cool display. What's up, Drone Days and Chris? But they have this whole area that you can walk through, and they have all the major skylines of all the major cities in the U.S. And just the detail on it is amazing.
Right.
And the buildings are like 4 to 6 feet high.
Wow.
I mean, they're not tiny by any means.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, when you got an unlimited supply of Legos, it'd be kind of nice.
I actually, when I was in Legoland last time, I don't even know if I still have it, but I was standing by one of the displays and a big old chunk broke off, and I stuck it in my pocket and took it.
Nice.
It was just a random display of like a random Lego character that was in part of the park, and I was leaning up against it. I had leaned up against it for a second. A big old chunk fell off of it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I'm taking that.
Just like when I worked at Walmart, they used to send the Woody down there. Oh, that is badass. Got the lights and everything.
I know it's a little dusty, but you see the interior light too?
That is so cool. Does it make like any motor noises or anything? Or is it
No,
an actual
but,
RC car?
Like all the doors open and
But they have ones like that are like actual that you can drive
Right.
it if you want, right?
right? Yeah, they have a drivable actual car. Like there's the trunk section.
Now, do you glue yours together or do you just
I
snap them?
don't because at some point in time I'd like to redo them, like take them apart and redo them. That motor actually comes out.
Now, what do you keep all the booklets for all of them and everything in the box?
Oh yeah, booklets, boxes, all that stuff like that, so I can resell them for high dollar if I need to. Like this one right now, I think. Let's see, I bought it for. I think it was around 170, and right now I could probably sell it for $350 to $400.
Oh wow!
So, like I said, I mean, honestly, Legos are actually worth more than gold right now.
Well, I mean, they've always been expensive though, ever since I can remember. Like I
But
said, if you want to just get a little basic
Right.
set of just
Yeah.
a little tiny shit-looking Lego car, you're
Yeah.
looking at $20-$25.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, they got Mustangs, they got all the newer cars. I mean, it's insane.
You see his set. Show him your setup again. Flip your camera. Oh my god, dude! Look at the Lego sets he's got. I never noticed those in the background.
Jesus Christ.
How much? What is that fucking? Oh, that's the boat
Slave-
from Star
I got
Wars. That
Slave
thing that-
One at the top.
Was
I
it
also got
Tauntaun, the big
the AT-AT. I
Oh,
also got
AT.
the sand.
Yeah, it's that big sand boat thing that was
yeah,
in
the
the movie.
one that the Jawas are in. There's like 7 Jawas that come with that one.
Jesus Christ!
Hey
So-
Chris, Drone Days, Night Train.
Then I got the whole temple, or like almost all of the Ninjago series, all the way down to there.
You got a problem, my friend.
I know, but did you see in the middle, like that middle shelf there? That's all Transformers.
Justin, get your Barbies out. Got the dream house.
I got a Barbie collection over here. All the top of the line Barbies.
Hell yeah! You got the black one. The black one.
Yeah, I got the original Ken doll over here.
Well, yeah, the other day, weren't you saying you wanted to do that Ken doll face surgery?
Oh God, that dude was so ugly. He had fake pecs and everything put in.
Oh, it's awful.
Jesus.
Like his six pack and his pecs and all that, and even his biceps, all of it's fake.
Wow.
It's all just implants. I'm like, the minute that dude tries to get in a fight and somebody punches him, they're gonna pop his ass like a fucking pimple.
Oh yeah. So
Oh my God.
that's all the farther that print got.
Yeah, his power went out last night, JD, and his backup didn't work. He didn't have the power thing checked, I guess.
Yep. Didn't know you had to. I thought it was just internal anyway.
Well, you learned the hard way, I guess, right?
I guess. Fucking thing. But that's that wood filament, man. That shit's expensive.
Wouldn't that be awesome, though, if you were able... Do they have a thing where... They need to make some kind of machine where you can melt down old filament and put it back in a roll where it would, like, come out back as filament and roll it back up.
They do. It's about $250.
Do they really?
That's not bad.
So you grind it up into little tiny pieces. If you want one color, you're going to have to just do the one.
Right.
And then send it through. But you might only get, like, not very much of it. I mean, you're only going to get, like, maybe a couple rolls off the spool.
So how long?
Have to be a shit ton of it.
How long? How many hours in was that you showed us?
That was right at 18 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. So now I got to go through the whole 38 hours now. Let's see. What does it say? 52 hours is what it says.
Now, did you already print one? Weren't you working on one?
Yeah, that's the red one. That one.
Did you get all the hardware for it yet?
Yeah, that one's coming out so far. So
now you got all the hardware for it already, or you have to still order that?
Oh no, I got. Let's see. So I got the bow, then
oh, you already installed them.
Right.
Nice.
So there's the carbon fiber rod that goes through the center.
And you printed all that too, I'm assuming.
Just this part, but
the hardware he had to buy off of Amazon.
Okay,
right?
so
you still got to buy this,
the tuner knobs and the
carbon
rod.
fiber rod, and of course the bow.
Okay.
And then the strings.
But technically, you could print all that stuff, but it's probably easier just to buy it. Huh?
Yeah, you could put some real thin filament for the bowstrings.
Right. So it's like my printer won't go that low.
So what do you use to glue your pieces together?
I just use the
Loctite 401.
Nope.
We got full moon there. Woo.
Yeah, I know. A nice little ash out there. Instant cure.
That's the stuff I use. Mike makes.
Is that CA glue?
Yeah, CA.
I need that for my RC tires too.
Right. Yeah, that's what I use it for mainly. But but Mike makes his own slurry out of his old filament and stuff with acetone. Like he'll have to tell you exactly what he puts in there, but he says that stuff works just perfect, man. You just slide that stuff on there, put it together, and it looks natural.
He mentioned the acetone because I was talking the other day about gluing and smoothing, and I didn't have good luck having acetone do much to the PLA. It just made it real slippery.
Did you put it in like a bowl or a jar?
Well,
it probably depends on the amount of acetone content that you're using too.
Well, and I was kind of just playing around, so
yeah.
Because you can buy acetone that's like 60% and it'd be 80%. Like it has different percentages of how strong it is.
Yeah, that slurry thing sounds interesting because then it'll kind of fill cracks almost too. Then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike. Then you need to come up here and explain this. Stop hiding in the chat.
Yeah, acetone is easy. It melts PLA. So, yeah, he basically puts as much stuff as he can in there and fills it up with acetone. And then you got a slurry that you can actually literally just glue everything together. It's just, it works almost as good as this. So, and you don't get that overhang of white glue, caked onto the side of it and shit. So
Like that's like you can take acetone and put styrofoam in it, and that
Right.
shit, whatever you put it on, it ain't gonna come back off.
no.
It will be a soft, like it's really soft and pliable.
Yeah.
But once it dries, dude, it's fucking harder than a rock, dude.
Yeah, he's saying
Like
100% acetone.
Right, because you can take like nail polish remover that has like 10-15% acetone in it and dump it on styrofoam, and sometimes it won't do anything.
Right.
But if you put it
No,
in
I have
straight
the-
acetone that you get from like Lowe's or Home Depot,
Yeah, I've got the big thing from.
yeah,
Yep. That's the way to do it. So, I mean, some of the stuff that Mike's glued together, it looks awesome. So, I mean, it's like, why am I even using this shit anymore?
Yeah, I'll have to play around with it more.
well, it's kind of similar to that pin that Dennis Lovelady uses. It's just using the PLA as its own glue, pretty much.
Yeah. His knife that he made came apart after 3 years. That's pretty good.
I'll tell you what adhesive works really good. I don't know if it works good on like prints or anything, but fucking liquid nail,
Yeah,
that shit is strong as fuck.
yeah, you don't want to use that on a print. I'm pretty sure that would melt it as it's fucking trying to dry. That's funny.
Yeah, Mike needs to do a little how-to video on that
He did.
slurry he does.
If he's
Did
still
he?
got the live on there, he's got it on there.
No, I'm saying, but he needs to do like a nice little short, like 5-minute video
Oh,
on how to
oh.
do it.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
don't,
would love to learn how to do it too.
you don't want to look through the 5-hour stream that he did.
No, yeah. Or even just pull that part of the stream out of there.
Right. So
See, youtube.com watch. Let's see what this is.
I was going to show you this. Let me share this here. Oh, shit, wrong fucking screen. There we go. So this is kind of one of the benefits of having a Raspberry Pi. So you can do the meshing like this and do a bed visualizer and see how flat your bed plate is. And I know it doesn't look super flat, but it actually shows you your point values on here too. And it's pretty flat. As flat as I can get it. But
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
yeah, it's just one of the things that you can do with it. But it goes down and it actually detects with the BL Touch and sees what each point is. Like 12 points, I think, is what it is on that one. But
All about Boston cream pie. Yeah, you can do a lot of shit with those Raspberry Pis.
oh yeah, like I really got into them pretty heavy. I think I have 6 of them in the house or something like that.
Now, show JD that little mini PC you have, the one that looks like a computer tower. That thing is fucking badass. Look at that.
Oh, hold on.
It's a little mini PC tower that he built with a Raspberry Pi.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got actually 2 fans in it, and you got your let's see, 2 display ports here, your power port, and then
What do you
audio
use it
port.
for?
I actually use this as a secondary desktop.
Nice.
So the connection right here is for an actual M.2 that's actually in the bottom here. So
Huh.
pretty cool.
Now, how much would it cost to make one of those? Like with the printing of the parts and all that?
Well, now, since the freaking Raspberry Pis went up so much in price, you're probably talking $300. But back when I bought it and stuff, you're maybe 80 at the most.
God, man, imagine if the Raspberry Pis were still cheap, man. You could actually sell those on eBay to people, little mini PCs.
Well, I know, and that's kind of what I started doing it for, and then they just raised in price like that, and I'm like, I can't even afford to
Don't
build
you-
one. So,
Don't you wish you could go back like 3 years and just buy up a shit ton of computer parts?
well, that's why I bought so many. Like I literally at one point in time I had 12 Raspberry Pi 4s in my house, just building these, the gaming systems like this, and I sold a couple of them and gave one to my brother for Christmas and shit like that. And shit, now the price has just gone so high, it's like it's not even worth it.
That's all I'm saying. I wish I could have gone back to like 2-3 years ago and bought up a shit ton of NVIDIA cards and all that shit. Oh man,
I'm gonna
you'd
do
have
one of
been
those
making a killing
arcades.
right now.
Right.
You put all the
Well, and that's what this one
Full-
was for,
the-
JB. This particular one you can actually hook into any TV you want, and it had 8,000 games on it.
you can do a full stand-up
Yeah.
arcade setup pretty cheap that way. I mean, make the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
case yourself, and then
Yep.
I guess you'd need the joystick and the buttons and all that, but
And the screen.
the screen.
Yeah.
What would you use, the computer monitor? Is that what they use now, probably, or
Yeah, they use a 1080p monitor is what they would try to use, but the Raspberry Pi 4 can actually do 4K 60.
What's up, Marcel?
But most of the games don't actually work like that either. So, but
hey, Marcel?
yeah, it's a pretty good setup. I actually have my own RetroPie image that I use that has like whatever game you want, from basically Atari all the way up to PlayStation 2.
I had an
So-
emulator disc on the Dreamcast that
Yeah.
it wasn't nearly as much as that, but it was a lot of games.
Yeah. I even have Virtual Boy on there. Remember that one?
It sounds familiar.
So it was the 3D goggle thing that was on a tripod that actually all the graphics and stuff were all red.
Yes, I think I had. Did I have that one?
But it was the first 3-dimensional gaming system they ever made.
Oh my! I feel like was there something else similar? Maybe somebody else had it and I played it. Because I remember the all red part.
Yeah. So the color of the device was black and red, and it was just literally
Yeah.
the goggles.
Yeah, I'm looking
And
at
it's set
that.
on a tripod. And
That's
so
what I
you
was telling.
put your face up to it, and you actually had a controller that connected to it too.
I must
That's what I
have
was
played
telling
something else
Sean,
because that part doesn't look familiar.
That guy that had that retro gaming store,
Mhm.
he has 2 or 3 of the Nintendo gloves still in the
Yeah.
original packaging, unopened.
God, that pisses me off. It's like, fucking use them.
I wonder if they had an arcade version of that with the goggles on it that maybe I tried in an arcade, maybe.
They kind of did it. They did it on Asteroids. Like Asteroids was one of the games that was in there too, but it was mainly Nintendo games. You actually had like Mario Kart and everything else on that one.
Oh man.
So and it looked 3-dimensional, but the bad part is the background was black and all the graphics were red.
Yeah, it's showing like a pink. It's showing Mario's Tennis.
Yeah. Mario Tennis was a huge one. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it was something that was a little ahead of its time as far as graphics and stuff goes.
Nintendo, I always just wish they would stop making their consoles and sell their games to other you could play Mario on Xbox, because they're just so behind on their consoles and they limit everything, and the release, it's like, oh, limited quantities on everything to make it seem more, I don't know.
I wish they would do a little bit more adult games though too, as well, because they do have some like adult version games for it, but it's like nice to go back and kind of relive the nostalgia of an old Nintendo, but those games, when you play them to like what you play on an Xbox or PlayStation, they get boring quick.
Well, I just don't like switching between consoles. It's like I'm always on my Xbox, so I'd play Mario all the time if it was on Xbox, but I have to hook the Switch up and use their crap controllers. And
I actually catch and mine connect with a Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller. They actually connect through that with Bluetooth.
I have a dongle that I can use on my Switch.
Yeah. This one connects directly to the Raspberry Pi through Bluetooth. But I catch myself playing 1942 all the time.
Have you ever seen the guy on YouTube that puts all the consoles in one box?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? There's a guy on YouTube that will take an Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, and he puts it all in one box together. And all you have to do is push a button to switch between the consoles.
Nice.
I've seen something similar to it.
Yeah.
Some crazy setups like that.
I don't want to destroy my systems like that.
Right.
The original shit. So
I have my original Super Nintendo, and it is not great shape because I punched the hell out of it. I don't know if it was the game acting up or if I was sucking at the game, but I punched it and then tried to put it back together with glue and punched it some more because it wouldn't all together.
Now, the biggest debate was blowing into cartridges. Did that actually do anything?
Yes.
Because you would blow into it and it would work sometimes.
I saw a video's, title that said it was, did you really need to push the cartridge down on the original Nintendo? It's like it said all you really needed to do was push it back. And I was like, no, you had to push it down.
Yeah.
Because all that time wasting to get it down, you just needed to push it in. Like, no, you didn't. It didn't do anything.
I think I remember that video.
But the trick is that like I have an original Nintendo and I still have to do this to this day. You put it in and you push it down. If it doesn't work, pull it out just a little bit so it just
yep.
It down. Yeah.
It took me until I was quite a bit older before I found that out. Because as I'm younger, I'm like pushing it in harder. Like it's not seated in there.
Yeah, not in. You want to pull it out.
Yeah, you would get it right on the edge, and then you would like force it. And
yes, because it would almost hit
the near takes the sticker off.
Yes. Yep. The sweet spot.
Yeah, man.
Man, Akari Warriors on Nintendo. Oh my god, you couldn't like save games or anything, so me and my brother would just leave the console on for days trying to beat the game.
That's awesome. Yeah, one of the folders that I actually put on my RetroPie that I made, I actually have all the Zeldas all the way through, including the ones on the that were exclusive to Game Boy or Game Boy Color. So it has the complete like storyline all the way through. Gotta have that.
Like in one game, or you just have them all?
It's just in one folder. You go to a folder that says Zelda, and it starts with the very first one all the way to the very end one. So
I remember playing Zelda back in the day.
Oh, they're good. I have some on the Switch. They have like an online game thing. They have some on there I need to play.
Yeah. So I don't even remember the names of most of them anymore.
No, Ocarina of Time was one of my favorite ones because it was I don't know if it was the first open world one they did, but it was an open world one where you had the horse. And
pretty close. I would even call the very first one an open world, technically.
True. Yeah. I mean, I tried to play that one. It is rough to go back to that one.
You mean you haven't beaten it and then beaten it the second time where they change up the levels where they're at?
I don't think I ever beat it. I don't think I ever beat it.
That was one of the very first video games I ever played, man. I played that thing for weeks, months.
Bunch of games I really enjoyed was God of War.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played any of those.
I had those on the PSP. I loved God of War.
Still got those. I love that one.
And it's crazy how Xbox and PlayStation can't seem to make a good handheld that gets popularized, but fucking Nintendo can put a handheld out and it fucking blows up.
Right.
Every time they put one out, it just sells like crazy.
I don't
But
know.
then-
That Steam Deck is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, but it seems like, I don't know, it seems like Nintendo just has that niche in the market. Like nobody can touch them on that.
Oh yeah,
Because I remember
Their
the
games
PS.
are low quality enough to play on a
right.
Remember
small
the
device.
PSP with the movie cartridges?
Yep.
I
Dude,
had a
do you
whole-
have any idea how many movies I have for that fucking thing? Still, I have 3 PSPs. Still,
Oh man, that last one that they came out with was pretty badass.
the
Did you have
PSP.
to
Never
buy movies
depended on-
specifically for it?
The what?
Did you have to? The movies that you bought were like specifically for the.
Yeah, they were a small little tiny disc inside of a cartridge, and then you'd slide the cartridge into the PSP
Was it
in
the
the
same
back.
price as buying the movie on like DVD or something?
For the most part, sometimes you could find them really cheap in like pawn shops for a couple bucks. Like I had all the Fridays movies, like Friday, next Friday. I had all those on there. I had what was that werewolf set of movies in the early 2000s?
I don't remember that one.
Man, I really wish they would have skipped like Blu-ray and done SD cards for movies. You know, like little cases and everything, movie cases. I think it would have been sweet.
Oh yeah.
Little mini movie collection.
But yeah,
Anyway.
the movie. Yeah, see.
So they're actual discs.
So there's mini disc. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like what was the GameCube discs kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit smaller. But yeah, you used to be able to find like really, you could go to like pawn shops and you could get like 10 movies for like $15 because people they were kind of more of a novelty thing when they came out with the movies. So people would buy them, but then they wouldn't keep them very long, and then they would take them to pawn shops and sell them. But yeah, when you wanted to buy
Or
a new
steal
one,
them.
right? But when you would go into the store to buy a new movie, if they had it on PSP, yeah, it was the same price as buying it on regular DVD. But yeah, like I used to go and hit up the pawn shops all the time and get games and movies on the PSP. It was a really cool little system too. I mean, the graphics were amazing on the PSP, and then it also depended on what the serial number. The last 4 digits of the serial number ended with, depending on what model you had. They had 1001, 1002, and I think 1003. Which models do you have, Sean?
I
Was
have
it
the
1001?
1000 was the first one, and I actually
Right.
have that one hacked, so I can actually play all the Nintendo games and stuff on it too.
Right.
And then there was a 3000 version, which was the thin
Yes.
version that didn't actually have the eject button on it. It just had the door just opened. And then, yeah,
Yeah, I had the 3000. Yeah, see? Constantine, Bad Boys.
so there's the disc. That's how they came.
It's so funny how much they used to put into packaging, and now it's just all digital and like
Right.
they could care less. Like, why did they? Like, they could have made that package half the size, but they made it big to promote everything, and it's like now
Right.
they get rid of it all.
Well, and I have the display port thing that you can hook up to the TV, so it can actually play those movies right on the TV too.
Yeah, the HDMI connector that came with it. And then
Actually,
they had
RCA.
Yeah, RCA. That's what I was going to say. It was the RCA. But if I'm mistaken, if I remember correctly, though, it wouldn't pull up on the full screen, though, right?
You can put it on full screen on the movies part. The game part was still like 480 or 720 or something like that.
Well, yeah, because I remember it would take if it was like a 32-inch screen, you'd only get like 19 inches of the screen. It'd be like right in the middle. You wouldn't get the full effect.
That was just on the games. On the movies, it actually plays full screen.
But I had the 3000 version, and I think that had the little bit better screen on it too, wasn't it? It was a little bit brighter.
Right.
But the movies and the games were amazing on the PSP.
Oh, yeah.
Like by today's standards, it's still a really good system.
Oh yeah.
Like God of War looked fucking amazing on the PlayStation PSP.
And Prince of Persia.
Mhm.
Oh man, I had that on PC way back.
Yeah. That was awesome on the PSP.
Space bar to jump.
Yeah. Reminiscing. Jesus.
Man, it's getting harder and harder to
Squeeze a little out of that.
use anything that has the RCAs. Like those old school games, you got to get adapters and everything now to hook them up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all mine have a conversions from the RCAs to HDMI. Upscale to 4K if I can.
I think I still have a set of RCAs on my TV now, but the next one I get, I'm sure I'm gonna have to get.
Well, my amp still has a few of them, but it only has like a few. It's not very many. So once you get into the Atmos systems like that, they just like, nope, you don't need that.
He's a little out at a time.
Have you ever heard of the hack you can do on the Wii
Always
to put all the games on it?
Make sure you shake the bottle.
There's a guy on Craigslist here that does it.
Shake
I'm just kind of leery of. I mean, he's been on there for years and years, so I'm sure.
No, shake it up.
I might have to check that out because I have a Wii still.
Dude, he does it pretty cheap. You just have to. There's like tiers that he has, of you can have all the games or just few games, but like the max games, you have to have like a 4 terabyte hard drive or something to fit all the stuff. And
holy crap!
But it's pretty legit. And I don't use my Wii at all right now, so I was thinking of doing that.
My wife
might look it up.
Zelda all the time on there, but she hasn't even gotten to the Shadow of something. I don't remember what that one is. The one after Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Which one that one is. But.
You know what's funny is when the Wii came out, it was the pawn shops were getting flooded with so many Wiis.
Right.
That my friend had won a brand new one at some giveaway auction thing, and she won it.
Mm-hmm.
It was brand new in the box, never opened. She took it to the pawn shop. Pawn shop said, "We don't want it." Because pawn
shops are the worst.
Wow.
Well, the thing is every time Nintendo comes out, and I see this every time with Nintendo, a lot of people my age, your age, Sean's age will go out and they'll flood it and they'll buy it all up. But then a lot of them get bored with it after a while.
Right.
And so they'll take it to the pawn shop, and you'll see freaking pawn shops get flooded with Nintendo shit.
Oh, yeah.
To a point to where they don't even want to take it anymore because they have too many of them.
Right. Well, go ahead.
When you get the files of the games like you have, is it different for each system that you run it on? Like, how does it?
You have to have an emulator on the image to run each one. Okay. So there's a different one for PlayStation 1. There's a different one for Super Nintendo, N64. All those have different emulators all the way through it. If you don't have the right emulator on there, the game won't even play.
Okay.
So you can have the image on there all you want to, it just won't play.
You have to open it up.
So, but yeah, it's got all the emulators all the way through. Like I said, up to barely PlayStation 2. Like, but there's PSP games on there and everything else.
So if I had this guy do just the setup part, is it easier than after that to add games to it, or is it just as hard to do that as it is to do the whole thing?
It's just as hard. Like, a lot of people have actually asked me for my file and stuff. It's like, what is it? 2 terabytes or something like that worth. It's kind of hard to send that over the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, just send it through Messenger.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked really well.
Yeah.
But I've even tried to send them just the image and stuff like that, and then people have problems trying to put it on there because you actually have to go into the depth of where it actually goes to put it in the right folder, the right sequence. And
this guy doesn't charge that much. I'm just kind of dragging my feet.
No, I understand, but
did you see what happened with Sean last week though, with Messenger? He tried to send Tim some firmware updates for the printer, and it flagged it as like a virus spam or some shit, and they blocked Sean from using Messenger.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, you got to be kidding me. They didn't used
Hacker.
to do that. You used to be able to send files through there.
Yeah.
Now they block it almost instantly.
And make sure you dry the brush too. Right.
It's ridiculous. Leave
Fax
it up
it to
to
me, old school.
Zuckerberg.
There you go, Sean.
Fax it.
Fax it
Yeah,
to me. I'm old school.
Fax that emulator right over.
I hope you got enough paper.
So the highest tier for this guy's setup is $120. It's 851 Wii games, 300 GameCube games, and 7,000 retro games.
Yeah.
And 2 terabytes are needed.
Just don't use all of them.
That's about where I'm at on mine.
So 120 is not terrible, in my opinion,
No.
for
Well,
having him do it, and I don't have to freaking worry about it all.
see,
But someone like you, I'm sure you've already,
and that's the hard part, because I actually don't charge for the games. I charge for the system. So, because technically, if I were to charge for the games, I can actually get sued by Nintendo.
True.
So he's in the same boat. Like, if they caught him selling that stuff,
Yeah, it's strange. That's why I'm like leery. It's all over Craigslist. Like, oh man. But he's been on there for freaking years. So I'm like, man, is this like a phishing thing? I'm gonna get there and it's like a crazy game bust. Like, we got the
yeah.
Shady gets swatted.
In fact, when I sell my systems and stuff like that, I tell people, I'm like, I don't know what's on here. Here's the gaming system. Have fun. That's all I tell them. I'm like, I don't know where I got those games. They just appeared on there. I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, 2 gig or a 2 terabyte hard drive's not that much anymore. So that on top of a 120.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not a
maybe
bad price, but it seems, I don't know, it's a little high.
Well, this is the thing: is you have somebody right here that could build you something that you know. You don't have to worry about being all fishy.
Yeah.
So work out a deal with Sean on something.
You want to send me a 2 terabyte drive and you have a Raspberry Pi, I can send you the image on that already preloaded, and you just pop it in your Raspberry Pi. But I don't know how you want to do it.
how much are the pies now?
What, 170?
See, that's the same. I could.
But the systems that Sean builds are super nice. If you saw the one Tim had, right, that he sent Tim?
Yeah.
That fucking thing was nice. It had 8,000 games on it, right?
Yeah, 8,352, I think.
And it's not like, when you order the emulator off Wish and it's just the same 10 games, 8,000.
How many did you say you had, Sean?
8,352.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what this. If you add it up, all because 7,000 plus 851 and 300.
Kind of half wondering, did you copy my image?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I added a few extras from what I had before, so I mean it's a little bit up there, but it's just games that are my favorites. It's the selling, just like it was the sharing of the files. Yep. Yep.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're worried about, if you're like a little sketched out about the dude, just fucking.
I don't know. Like I said, he's been on there for so long that I feel like, I don't know.
It's probably legit. Like I wouldn't be worried about it. It's
and the location's moved. He was in Independence, Missouri, which was why I was not wanting to go there before, because Independence is like meth capital of the world.
Right.
And now he's in Liberty. I think it's a little bit safer.
Yeah.
And he does it like while you're there. He says it's like 20 minutes. He's done. So
JD just gets a bag of meth in the mail.
Yeah. Shit. Here, have fun. Bye.
Oh, well, he says the mod itself takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Tim,
Something over right there.
it's funny. It says, "Hi, I am JD." That's how his Craigslist ad starts. Wait a minute, what?
Say, I'm JD too. You get a discount.
Yeah, do I get a deal? I told this girl at work about it, and I was kind of like waiting for her to do it to test the waters. She doesn't show up to work one day.
All I'm saying is, if I would go with one, I would probably go with Sean.
Well, it's the thing with this is it's on the Wii. Like, it's like something I already have, so I'm not buying the only thing I'm buying is the hard drive.
Or, well, couldn't Sean just put the games on the hard drive for you?
I actually have the hard drive. I don't know. Well, something has to be done on the Wii itself, I believe. Because after you're done, like you can't hook it to the internet anymore. He like shuts it off so it can't update. Oh, he even has a picture now of the interface. So that's pretty sweet. It uses all the buttons on the, the Wii menu.
Deep thought. Yeah, because the ones that one that Sean sent to me, it comes with like a controller. He had a case for it and everything. That fucking thing was nice.
See, that's the other thing on the Wii. I've got all those accessories that I believe carry over still. Like it all still works on the Wii with the emulator, I think. If not, then I may as well just get like what Sean's got.
Oh wait, hold on, let me go.
Oh, what do we got here?
All right, so this is the box that I got hooked up to my TV.
Oh shit, hold on.
Look at that. Ooh. Woo.
So I do full on RGB. Let's see if it comes up on the TV here.
It's all about the lights, man.
Right?
That's where Sean's gets your banking information.
That's right.
Running code through your shit.
But the critics and Terry Drinkwater reports they are a mess.
Oh, is that like a little intro you did on it?
Say that again?
What was that, like some kind of intro or something you did on it?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what the guy was saying.
It's just kind of like a newscast that they had back in the 80s. But it comes up with a different intro like this every time.
That's freaking badass.
So then you can see, like, let's see how many games I got here.
Dreamcast, I remember that. Playing what was that taxi game on Dreamcast?
I don't know. Taxi Driver?
Yeah, I remember playing that. I played the shit out of that game.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the one that says all games. But like I'm not even through the menu all the way yet.
I like that menu setup though. That's pretty cool.
See, there's the Zelda one. 8 games available. There's all games. So 8,406.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, instead of 3DO, I mean, you remember that one?
Yes. I didn't have one, but I remember it.
Yeah. Atari 2600, 7800.
Oh, Lynx.
Lynx is on here, yep. Commodore 64.
ColecoVision.
Oh, I have that one still.
So yeah, there's quite a few games on here.
Yeah, I have my
That's a
sister's
nice setup.
Coleco.
PSP games.
There's a lot. But yeah, I mean, this is on my fucking 64-inch TV, 65-inch TV. So
That's the other thing is that would look better than the Wii for sure.
yeah, and then the box is cool as hell. It also glows in the dark. Anyway,
So I said it's all about making it look like a nightclub these days.
Damn right. Oh shit! Did it kick me off?
No, Justin's just making himself big.
Oh, okay.
There
There
we
we go.
He
Okay.
likes to look at himself.
Yeah.
go. There you go. Piss break. Be back in a minute. Yeah, it's like it's big enough to hold it with two hands or something.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Was he's got to have? He's usually got to have the two to find it. You know, dig around in there. Gotta pull the pubes apart. And...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's how big that box is, and it's all 3D printed and stuff. But
That's sweet.
and plenty of room for the Raspberry Pi and all the lights and
A little bit of cherry cheesecake too.
yeah. It's funny. Or I don't know if you saw this one on the last stream either. You could also go with the Pac-Man.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't painted the eyes yet, but
Hell yeah. You could have the pie be out there like one of the little things that Pac-Man eats. The little
yeah.
dashes.
Now, how do you
The dog.
how do you get the stuff in there though? Does it come apart or something? Like how do you get the hardware inside there? Does it look like one
Is it
solid
Pac-Man?
piece? Yeah.
So it's on a hinge system.
Oh, okay. It looked like one solid piece. That's all I was
Yeah.
curious.
So then you put the Raspberry Pi in there with the fan facing down, and it's got vent holes on the side here. But
The portholes and all that. That's pretty cool.
right. So then that just fits right on the top there like that,
Yeah, see when you showed it like that, it just looks like one solid piece. I didn't see the hinge in the back.
right? Yeah. So
I like the box one better though. That one's really cool.
Yeah.
yeah, most people do, and I can do two-tone and all that stuff like that. I kind of came up with a scheme like all the way through. Like, okay, what colors do you want? You know, do you want a solid color on the RGB on the lights? Like one guy actually wanted all black with blue lights and nothing else, so I did it like that for him. And so I need to come up with a button, like a spot for the button, so you can actually change it between going through RGB or changing specific colors. I just haven't found a good button that I like for that yet. But anyway, kind of half gave up on that since the Raspberry Pi's went up so high in price.
Do you see them going down at all soon, or
Eventually, they've got to. It's just they're not doing it yet.
Why doesn't somebody else just make it, like, compete with them? Is it?
I don't know. Like Raspberry Pi is their own foundation, basically. They still use an ARC processor, which is what Apple uses, but they just, I don't know. The chips have gotten expensive. The boards have gotten expensive. So I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it like that. Because they were like, even for the 8 gig model was $70. So why'd they have to go up that high?
how much was it before?
No, now they're like 190 for the 8 gig version.
Okay, I thought you said they went up to 70. I was like, damn,
They
let me
were
see.
$70. And I could buy those all day long for $70. And now
That's
you-
what I said. Imagine that's what I said. If you could go back 2-3 years
oh yeah,
and buy like $20,000 worth of those things and just hold on to them,
right.
you get some money.
Yeah, I'd buy the shit out of them.
That's true. Like Mike said, like the video cards too. Like
Yeah. Well, they're starting to come down now too. I mean, now you can buy my card, which was $1,400 at the time. Now you can buy those for around $800. So you just gotta wait. You just gotta be patient. And
What the fuck
I
are you
can't be
doing?
patient. Right? Like what the hell?
oh Jesus Christ!
That's the whistle you couldn't hear before.
Yeah, that was the one he was blowing on Zoom and you couldn't hear it.
Nice.
Excuse everybody who's got headphones on.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that day I was doing it, I was going deaf, and I thought you guys were joking. You're like, oh, can't hear anything. Like,
No,
are
you
fucking
really
kidding me? I
couldn't.
got it like right in the mic.
And then
Right.
he was beating on the drums behind him, and you couldn't hear that either.
Yeah,
Skin
Mike, I
flute.
saw you talked about it one day on somebody's stream, and I was like, oh, I gotta
Skin
make one of
flute.
those.
That's whistle. Those are cool. Yeah, I saw one guy. I don't know who it was, but he was printing like 58 of them or something like that, and painting them too. Of
For
the death
what?
of the death whistle.
Ooh.
Those
Mine
are-
didn't turn out real great because there's like,
Oh, BB's in it.
Yeah.
Like, what's the death whistle? What's the story behind that? I've never heard of
Oh,
it.
what
I don't know,
movie
it was
was
some
that?
kind of Mayan thing or something. But there's
Well,
the
that's what Mike said, but I was just curious what it was.
But it was off a movie too, wasn't it? Recently.
I can't remember. All I know is he mentioned it and
Yeah. I can't remember what movie it
he
was.
showed his. It's like, oh, that's pretty sweet. It's a skull plus a whistle. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tim was trying to print the. He downloaded the file yesterday for the. What mask was that?
Celebration of the Dead.
The Scorpio mask.
Yeah.
Tim got a file for that. Tim likes masks. I noticed that. I told him, I said, you need to print something really complex, like a, kind of like the Iron Man mask.
Yeah.
He should do the Phantom of the Opera mask.
There you go. So my daughter's 10th birthday is coming up in July. I'm trying to find a good princess one. So if you guys find a good princess tiara or
Oh, I was gonna say a princess mask. Damn.
no, well yeah, that would work too. She'd probably dig the shit out of that too. But a tiara or a crown is what I'd like. But I've looked on Thingiverse and in Yagi, and I can't find shit.
Thingiverse's search could be a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, I do too.
I put Pokemon in there, and it comes up as no search results found. But then I put Pikachu in there, and it brings up a whole bunch of Pokemon
It's
shit.
really strange. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to almost be like ridiculously
Precise.
precise about
Yeah,
what
it's-
you're talking about.
What they named it almost.
Right.
Yeah, because like it's not like Google where you can kind of fuck it up a little bit and then it will correct itself and say, "Oh yeah."
Right.
It's like it doesn't have any kind of algorithm that says this is. Hey, well, Marcel or Mike, if any one of you know, pop a link into the chat if you know where a good TR is.
Yeah, it's
I've even
terrifying,
I've
Mike,
looked,
if I heard that.
I've even looked on DuckDuckGo because they usually have some pretty good search engines on that part of it too, and I just can't find shit unless you want to spend like $50-$60 for a print.
Oh, Marcel had a good suggestion there.
That's what I've done in the past. Yeah, if it doesn't work in the Thingiverse, I Google it and then it pops up. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'll find
Because
one.
Google's able to sort it out and get you the right link to wherever you're trying to go.
Right.
Thingiverse's algorithm can't figure out what the fuck you're saying
Yeah.
unless you put it exactly like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. You put in just Crown, then it comes up with Game of Thrones. So
Right?
it's like, no, she doesn't need any of that shit.
Oh, there's a sweet one.
Would you find one?
Yes. Oh, wow. They charge.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm running into. I found some pretty cool ones. I get in there, it's like $20, $50.
Dude, these look like actual jewelry.
Hold on,
Yeah.
share the screen. I want to see what you're looking at.
Oh, damn it. I did it on my other computer. Of course.
Stop having two computers. Get more.
Yeah. What the
Hey, I like that mouse without borders thing that AZ sent me. That thing works pretty damn well because I can just literally take my. Yeah, so I have both my computers. My laptop's hooked up to one TV.
Okay.
The computer he sent me is hooked up to the other TV, and I download the program on both computers, and I can move my mouse from one computer to the other.
Right.
And then
It's
whatever computer the mouse is on, that's where the keyboard will work.
That's cool.
It's all just networked.
I've never heard of
And
that.
I use, well, because I bought one of those USB key switches that you can switch back and forth.
The
And then
KVMs.
I did, right. But I was able to utilize that. That wasn't a complete waste of money because now I can switch my microphone and my cameras back and forth between the two.
Right.
Because I can, it has a USB out to each computer, and then I can plug 4 USB devices into that.
Nice.
And I just hit the little switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I like KVMs, but I like that mouse without borders. That sounds awesome. I'll have to check that out.
It's through Google.
Is it?
Yeah, and you just download it on each computer, and then one of the computers will give you a key,
Okay.
like a just random letters and numbers and symbols, and you put that into the box on the other computer,
Oh.
and then it will connect it through your network.
That's kind of cool.
Can you see these?
No, not
Oh, wait,
yet.
hold on. Let me. Oh wow!
Yeah. Wow.
I like how they got 50% off, like you're buying real jewelry.
I know, and they look like
Pretty
real.
fun.
It's like, what the hell is this jewelry or these files?
I don't know, Sean. I mean, for like $14, Sean. Come on, you might need to just suck it
Yeah,
up. and
the
buy a
$14 one looks kind of cool, but
Where was that
file.
one
Oh, look
at?
at that $10 one.
down the ruby one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
here.
then look at that $10 one down there, right below that.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Yeah, that one right there. That's nice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, but you would have to buy like the little fake jewels and all that to put in it, right?
I bet you can print them. You just have to have the clear filament. Like, I don't have that much filament, guys. Come on.
He's working on a budget.
Yeah, just do it on the all teal, you know, and make it a frozen one, basically.
Oh, there you go. Look at
Jesus.
that.
Is she fucking in a biker gang? Like what
Right?
the fuck?
Yeah.
This
might
one
wear
doesn't
that
look too bad, does it?
Yeah,
Dang it.
The ones with the horns?
No, I don't know.
I'm not doing
hovering over
Loki.
this one.
I'm not doing Loki. Yeah, that's not bad. For $9.
Do like a you can get like a really shiny, glistening like silver filament, right? That would like
that's-
mimic jewelry.
I actually have a silver, but it's not that shiny. It's
That's
not
more
like-
true to the tiara. You know, they don't go all the way around like those other ones were doing.
Right.
This is like a headband, like a tiara normally is. I know Justin knows all about tiaras.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Microsoft, not Google. Sorry, Sean.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Is it an app then, or is it just through Microsoft?
Yeah, you just download it from them.
Okay.
AZ, you mind popping that link in the chat for it? And then Sean can check it out. He has a link that he sent me for it.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I'll
saw
get
on
some.
YouTube ad popped up. Comgro has the Ender 3 for $79.
Wow.
They
Really?
got them back on sale again.
Ender 3 Pro or just the regular Ender 3?
I didn't click on it.
Well, see, that's where their website doesn't specify, right? Because when I ordered mine, on the description it says Ender 3 and then / Ender 3 Pro, so you don't know what the hell which one it is. And
Well,
see, I didn't know which one I was getting.
What you technically got the Ender 3 Pro, but it wasn't actually the Pro because the fan wasn't upside down.
Right, it just had the board in it.
Right.
Because now it comes up on the thing. There you go, Sean. He put the link in there for you.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Thank you, AZ.
I guess that sale's over because now it's the same price as buying it new. I think $199 for the V2,
Yeah, that's
see,
regular.
mine comes up
and that's
as Ender
refurbished.
3. Yeah, mine
Jesus
comes up as
Christ.
Ender 3 Pro V1.
V1. Okay.
That's what it comes up on after you downloaded that. You had me download that software on there. That's what it comes up as now. It comes up as an Ender 3 Pro V1.
Okay.
Is what it actually says on the screen when you look up the information on the printer.
Garage mouse without borders. Huh. Interesting.
I'm surprised you never heard of that.
No, I haven't.
But it's a way for you to have two computers like my setup without having to have two keyboards and two mouse.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Actually, it probably work good for what you use. You have two computers side by side too, JD, right?
Yeah, a Mac and a PC.
Oh, I don't know if it would work across platforms like that. It might though. I don't know.
And I have the full.
Because I think
settings.
I want to say they had in the thing, they had a download for Mac. But it's a way you can just literally your mouse will just go from one screen to the other, like you have two screens on one computer. Okay, I used that for like 25 years ago. Finally, Microsoft bought them like 10 years ago.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, mine didn't have a fucking bed when it came. That was the only thing that was missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine was only missing the bed.
Okay.
That was the only part that was missing out of it. And it didn't come with the starter filament pack that it was supposed to have. But other than that, I didn't really count that. So
Right.
that wasn't really something that was necessary anyway.
No.
What I think is stupid, though, is they send you that little starter pack of filament to play with.
Yeah.
But it's not even enough to do a whole practice print.
Right.
Like the built-in prints that they give you to practice with.
Yeah.
It will only print like half of that piggyback, and that's it.
Jeez.
So apparently that program's been around a long time, Sean. Look,
25 years ago. Jesus.
I bet it was laggy as shit 25 years ago. Imagine that.
So I had one that was we used it at Dell, and it was just to actually kind of combine the two monitors. That was it, and it would combine your entire taskbar all the way across.
Okay.
And that was the program that I used back then. That was 2009, 2005 is when I started there. And so like that was the only thing that I ever saw that was similar to that, where you could actually put the picture all the way across both screens and stuff like that. But before that, we didn't really use anything like that. So we really use KVMs otherwise.
Now, see, mine, it won't let me drag screens across, but I can drag files. And if I copy a link from one computer, I can go to the other computer and paste it. So it will bring files and links and stuff that for each computer. But I can't drag like the chat from one computer to the other.
Okay.
That's the only thing that blocks me from doing it. It won't let me do that.
Okay.
I've tried to do that.
I wonder if there's the key command that'll send them, because I know on like Parallels,
Right.
you can sense I loved Parallels to be able to just that, and there was something else that I was able to do that on. But I could be wrong, but I think the link that AZ sends out, I think that routes everything through his server where he tracks everything, and then it sends it back out.
Probably. He's like, oh man, look at all this shit I got now.
I'm thinking, I'm kind of curious though if it would cross platforms though between a PC and Mac, because I think they had a Mac download version. I think they had a Linux, a Mac, and a Windows download for it. I think
it would probably work, but you'd probably have to have the dual boot for the Mac, where it boots into Windows or Mac.
Huh. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. But I bet it would work like that.
I know at first, when I first downloaded it, it was a little laggy, but it seems to be working fine now. So I don't know.
I'll have to try it on my laptop, see if it works.
Night Train.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. No worries. Don't worry about that.
Once you click it, AZ pops up.
Yeah.
Didn't say the magic word. Fucking Jurassic Park.
Awesome.
So goddamn hackers. Hacker bullshit.
It's Samuel with his cigarette hanging out.
That's awesome. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock here. I better get going so I can get to bed. I got to be at work tomorrow. So,
All right.
gotta
Appreciate you popping in.
wake up at 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So, well, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care.
You too. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, let me see here. All right, there we go.
The night train's waiting on the shower.
Now we got 100% on yes.
Hopefully you don't have is there women going before you, Mike? Because I hope you like cold showers.
Brain jerk, guys. What?
Yeah, it's a live stream he goes to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember him telling us about that. It's the one that they do was a couple every week or something.
I didn't realize they were close to him.
Hey, I was just taking a poll, AZ, because they were claiming you were sending dirty files. Just trying to get a consistency here with what people think.
Oh, that's right, Mike. You're handicapped. So do you take the mobility scooter into the shower, or I suppose since you can't use both arms, you probably got the hose that you control the scooter with, or
what's that, fucking Stephen Hawking?
yeah.
Or no, it was Batman, or no, fucking Superman, Christopher Reeves.
He rigged his up to have a joint in one of the tubes and then controls the other. Shower chair and shower wand. All right. Well,
What are you doing with that wand?
yeah. Oof.
I'm curious. I'm good enough. Oh my god!
That's what I was going to say. Make sure you spend extra time on that sack.
Getting up there, up under the tank. Oh my god!
Mike's going to find out maybe he does like butt play.
Right? Ooh, what was that?
It tickles.
Is this what a bidet feels like? So let your wife catch you in the shower doing butt things.
Got the wand stuck up there.
Oh my god. It's still 83%.
Wow, 6 people voted on that.
Did they really? I wasn't even watching. I didn't see how many people. Oh yeah, it did. Here we go. Let me see here. How the fuck did I? Let me see.
Man, I got an RC car that's a kit. It doesn't come ready to run. You have to put it all together. Oh my gosh, it's been fun.
It's just It's like you have to build everything from scratch or something.
Yeah, I'll show you what I got so far.
This is an episode of the new Beavis and Butthead.
So that's what it's gonna be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you have to like paint it and everything, or what?
Yep. So it came with like 8 or 9 of these. Freaking like it's like a model, like all the parts are on these.
Oh yeah, so you have to tear them all off.
So yeah, the instructions are all like A12, and so you got to go digging through all these. But yeah, I got it pretty much all together now.
Oh, nice. You taking that with you, or you just doing it until you get back?
I was kind of trying to get it to take with me, but I won't be able to get the body done, so I'll probably leave it. But I'm gonna try to get it done so I can do a video. Put that out before. Here's
We
the
got a
body.
new pole.
Oh, what do we got?
Oh, nice. What is that? You have to like cut it out?
Yeah,
Oh wow. It almost looks like a mold, like if you were gonna make your own.
it's insane. Yeah, they blow, which I looked up. You can actually make your own blow mold. It's not too hard, but you got to like heat up the plastic in your oven so it gets kind of janky.
Can't leave that out there because
Oh yeah, he will for sure. I'm guessing he's going to be the only no vote there. Yeah, thanks, AZ. I'm pretty excited about it. It's 3S too, so I mean it's the same battery as in my other trucks, so this thing should haul.
I'll keep these right here for later.
Seems someone's fantasizing. I'm just trying to see what everybody thinks about your new wand. Will Mike discover butt
Someone's
stuff with his new wand? And so far, it's 75%. I think he was the only no vote.
Mike, he's
We
just
have
trying to
4
get a
votes.
new customer because he's going to start making butt plugs.
Exactly. I want to know if you were interested or not.
Are you down or not?
Not that you couldn't print your own, but still, you know.
It's more fun to say you got a stickly in you.
Oh my God. Oh, AZ wants to know if you have an airbrush for paint, JD.
I do have an airbrush, but these they sell spray for the RC ones because it's a special paint for it's like polycarbonate or something. I can't remember what they call this plastic. Poly something. But I used the wrong paint the first time and it all cracked off.
See, that's where a Dremel would come in nice to just edge up the edges. Just lightly hit it with like a little sandpaper wheel.
I think I did use that. I used sheet metal scissors because they have the left and right and all
Yeah.
that to cut it with, and then I think I used a file or something to smooth it. But I might have ended up using my Dremel with the, like you said, the little smoothing.
Yeah, because I like those little sandpaper wheels.
I like the carrot looking. It's not a grinder, but it's like a sander, but it's kind of like cone shaped.
See, these
Those
ones
are
work
good too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little
They
sandpaper
have one that's
wheels.
tapered though and like rounded on the end, so you can like
Yeah, you can get into like the little
nooks
crevices.
and crannies.
But this works really good. What you do is you don't want to put it on the plastic; just let it ride
Yeah.
along it by itself, and it takes all that like loose
The
filament and all the
crap off your
support filament.
prints.
It just peels it right off.
I'm gonna get the color changing paint for this one. They have the stuff that goes like purple, gold, teal, as it changes directions. It's like $14 a can, but should be pretty
I would
sweet.
be afraid of cutting that thing, man. See, what they should do is
It's
they
not as
should-
bad. It's not that bad because I already did another sport body like that, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be cutting it. Because it's got all the lines. I mean, so you know exactly where you're going.
Okay, that's what I was saying, because I'd be afraid that like I'd fuck one of the fenders up or something, because at least they give you some lines. But then it's in the same thing. It's like, why don't they just send it to you already pre-cut?
That's kind of, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
Like,
guess I don't know if there's any way a machine could do it. They would only, I guess, I don't know. There has to be something they could do. Because it's pretty much the crappiest part. Painting it sucks too, but I think cutting it's a little worse. What's that seam right there? That's shit. There's like a seam.
you know, what they should do is almost do it like a, to where you can almost like, you know how they, kind of like when you rip a piece of paper out of a notebook.
You see
Where
that
is that?
seam that goes like right?
Oh, yeah, I see that.
It goes right down the middle of the. I mean, that whole wheel well is going to be cut out, but that fender
Is
is
it
going
like
to have
that
that.
on the same?
The fuck is that? It's on
Is
both
that on the
sides.
same?
Oh,
it's-
maybe it is. Maybe it is. It might be a wrinkle in the. There's a top protective thing. Hopefully, that's what it is.
At least if it looks the same on both sides, it won't look fucked up. But in all reality, you're gonna fuck that body up after about the second time of driving it anyway.
This
so.
one's gonna be road, so I'm hoping I don't bash it. It's gonna be more just like drifting. I think that is the top.
Yeah, right into a fucking curb.
Yeah,
Somebody's
dude.
car tire.
Putting this thing together, I was like getting sick to my stomach. Like, man, I'm gonna be like have to drive this super careful because it's so hard to take anything apart on this one. Like everything's all like you have to take the whole damn thing apart to fix anything.
Yeah, you would definitely want to go into a nice open parking lot that doesn't have any of those cement barriers or anything.
The good thing is the
Really
body
practical.
goes over the whole thing. Like the wheels and everything are like covered by instead of my other ones where everything's like sticking out. So the body's going to take most of it.
He says you have to patch, sand, prime. It's a lot of work, but fun.
Sand prime.
You want to know if you need a hot knife cutter.
Patch sand prime. What's that for? Oh, 3D prints.
I don't know. I guess he's talking about like if you were painting the body like in a professional type way, I guess. Because I'm sure there's some people that literally paint those things like a fucking real car, you know? They primer it and
Well, it's I did. You have to. They actually, I didn't know they sell it, but I guess they sell a clear coat that helps it stick because you paint the inside of it, so it doesn't. If it racks.
so you don't actually paint the outside. Okay.
No, you paint inside, and then that whole. You got all that protection there.
Yeah,
But
he's
there's some
saying
kind
you
of
need
clear primer that you can put on that helps it stick. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, he's saying you should primer it first before you put the paint on.
Well, like I said, you can't normally, and except now I found they have this clear one that I'm gonna try. Normally, you just wash it soap and water, and I'll get the one that I painted already.
I could see why you're saying you could use a clear primer, but yeah, if you're painting it from the inside, you wouldn't be able to use it.
Yep.
Now, can you paint it on the outside, or I would think you could do it either way if you wanted to. Oh, that print's coming out good. Now, can you paint the outside of the body if you wanted to, or is it always recommended to do the inside?
They always recommend inside. You could do the outside, but I mean, you'd have to do a lot more to get it to stick.
Well, I wonder if you could use actual real car paint.
This is one I did that the first time I did in black and green, but I used the paint that wasn't for this plastic, so it all chipped off, and then I went back.
It kind of
with
looks
yellow.
like you purposely did that
It's
to make
pretty-
it look like
I'm-
an old.
I like the
Yeah,
way
it looks
came
like an
out.
old patinaed truck or something, you know.
And then this one I did the right way from the start with the right paint.
Oh, that came out good. That's nice. Good job.
I did the two-tone, which that almost looks like a carbon fiber, that paint, because it's like glittery. It's kinda
Yeah.
sweet. But
That
then you
is
do,
really
like,
good, though, man. You did a good job on that.
thanks. And I used magnets instead of the clips,
Oh yeah, I see.
so you don't see any of the. You don't have to cut
That was
holes in it
pretty
or
cool.
anything.
And you did it all by hand?
You just with the spray. Yeah, it comes with all the stickers for the windshield and stuff to keep it clear. So that's I'm thinking about tinting it, make it look
Nice.
picked out.
And that's
But I
for
wish I would have done white. So you're supposed to put these backer colors on them. I used black, and man, it looks so
Uh-huh.
much better when it was like brighter. It looks really good, but white would have made it look like so much better. So this
You
next
did.
one, I'm gonna do white for sure. It's
get scratched up less from the inside. I mean, that makes sense. And Daisy said nice. Yeah, I don't think I could have painted that well. I'm having issues painting this fucking rocket.
well, yeah.
No,
Spray
my
paint
goddamn
is
head.
way easier than like hand painting. I don't have patience for that.
I was going to get some spray paint at the fucking dollar store earlier, but they didn't have any. They were out of everything.
Did you say you started painting your rocket or not?
Yeah. I might end up scratching it and just buying some spray paint.
Was it looking bad?
I guess I don't fucking know. I got to go back. Like, I have painter's tape on it right now, so it kind of looks bad. But there's like painter's tape all on it to try to cover up the black part. I'm just hoping it didn't seep through.
So it printed all black or it printed all white?
It printed all white, but I want to do like white, black on the different sections. He said, "Oh no, it's Justin. Even worse, it's JD."
Laura. Is that a term for something, JD?
I don't know. It's because something was lost in translation.
Yep.
There. Did you say nicking off or something?
I don't know.
I told Matt, I said, bro, you come over here. Don't be saying that shit to people. I said, you're going to say it in the wrong fucking area. About to go nick
Oh.
off.
Painting the rocket. His rocket's painting him.
Yeah, friggin' smoke plumes coming out really nice. So.
Oh God, yeah. How long's that been going now?
Almost a day and a half. Said it was going to take 3 days, but I don't think it's going to take that long because it's almost done. It's just doing the top portion of it. But the detail on it looks amazing, though. I think it's going to look badass glow in the dark. This would be like a little nightlight type thing.
Yeah, I'm telling. If you get a real black light, it charges that glow stuff so good. Like you hold it up there for like seconds, and it's like you watch it charge. Like it just starts like glows, and like glows so bright.
Well, and so far it doesn't have any real charge to it at all because I turned the lights off in here, and these lights just aren't giving it the.
It doesn't. Yeah, I've tried to hold them up to the light and everything. I don't know if it'll show
Well, you either want to do that or natural sunlight.
because this one's glow, but I don't know if I can get it dark enough in here right now.
Maybe I am, Laura. I like painting my.
Of course, not my monitor over here.
What's up, Robert?
I don't know how to turn the monitor off, so I'm going to shut the computer off. Oh, no, this one's going to be on, though.
Oh, pull it back away. You got it way up on the camera. Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
It's weird. It's showing. Oh, that's the lights from like. Yeah, I can't
Is
get it
it?
dark enough.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that's that blue light that's behind you. I thought that was. I know, right? You see what David put? Like, Justin and JD, I see. It is this way when she is bullying you two. She leaves me alone. Oh, only if Laura heard what you said about her earlier. I mean, I don't know if you'd be feeling the same way.
Yeah, she's a keyboard warrior.
I know she sits in the back when David's on the panel calling me a twat. You can hear her like faintly in the back.
Yeah, she was nagging me all last night and nagging David.
She's like, that little twat. That's all you hear in the background, just soft little twat. Oh my god.
Hey, Robert. Oh, it's all gloomy in here.
Okay, there's a little poll up in the chat. Night Train said he got a new water wand because he's crippled now for taking showers, so we took a poll. Well, Mike discovered butt stuff with his new wand.
Well, he's crippled and elderly, so yeah, it's he's
That's
having
what
a
I
rough
told him.
go of it.
That's what I told him the other day. He was like, I was like, the minute you thought you'd get some money out of me from JD's lawsuit, all of a sudden you were old and crippled.
Old Gray Bush Night Train.
Gray Bush. Maybe we can bully him enough to get him up on the panel, like he did the other day. Oh my God! They told you to keep it. What the fuck? And now they're sending you emails asking if they picked it up already. Send it back and say, yeah, you picked it up. I'd send them back an empty fucking box, David. I'd take that return label. I'd fucking go put a box. I'd send a box like this fucking big.
Put a fucking turd in it.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, dude. Something is up with the Amazon in his area, dude.
Yeah,
like,
something's going on there. Something's fishy going on.
Very. Like, something's fucking going on, dude. Like, their quality control has gotten to shit, though. I have never had that many issues with Amazon at one time. Like, in one, like, transaction setting. I've never had that kind of issues. Did you try telling them you were American, David? They don't like pissing off their American customers. You're like, oh, sir, sorry, we're sending you 2 brand new printers right out.
Oh, man,
What you up to today, Robert?
I gotta go get glue for these today. Gotta glue the freaking rims to the tire for that car. And
You have to glue them?
Yeah. You put them in there, and then you like put a bead around the edge to keep it in there. And I guess they have foam inserts. So I'll have to get that crap too.
Laura said, for fuck's sakes, I heard none of that as David muted you, LOL.
You twat.
Well, we were about to tell you what he said about you earlier. Of course he muted us.
We actually told you that you won the prize, but since you didn't hear it, you missed out. So
Yeah.
Justin was giving away his 3D printer. Too late.
$1,000 Amazon gift card. Just, I can't believe you let it go like that. Yeah, you would think that they would build those to where you'd almost air them up like a real tire, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Have a real bead and everything around it.
I normally, if like for my other ones, I would just buy the whole wheel and tire together because it's cheaper. I can get them through that website where they take them off the ready to run cars, and I get a whole set of 4 for like $30.
Oh, David, you're in trouble. So David owes me a Mini 3 then for me missing that.
Yeah, I was hoping I would get away with not having to put the foam in it, but that shit is like, there's no support. They, of course,
So you have
didn't
to
give me
put-
the foam.
Wow. So you have to put foam in there too.
which I guess they sell foam for the wheel, you know, that's like already in a ring and then you cut it to shape. But people are like, oh, you can just buy foam and like Michael's or, you know, some hobby store.
I'm sure you could put anything in there, fucking that
It's
stuffing for pillows, just anything that would fill that space, right?
what was that doorbell?
That was my security system on my phone was ringing.
Thought maybe you had something for green room now. That'd be sweet if they had that. Who's here?
So what do you actually glue it with? Super glue or what?
Well, that's what I meant to ask Sean, because I think he said that he that glue that he had, it was CA glue, and I literally was just looking it up before I got on here, like what glue to use, and everyone's like, "Oh, CA glue, CA glue," and I was like, I'd never heard of it, but that's what he literally had right there, and I said, "Oh, it's what I need for my tires," and I think he said that that's what he normally uses it for, but I didn't know he was into RC that much. I was going to ask him more about it. So they say you just put like a drop of it in. I guess that's why you use that CA glue. It's like super fluid. So you just put like a drop in and it like, you're supposed to just let it run around because you don't want to
Fucking
use too
spray
much.
some Flex Seal on it.
I tell you, I use that flex tape on my car bodies on the inside. I like
That shit
line
is
it with that
strong.
so it keeps it.
I did that for my sister's friend who bought a car a couple years ago. She bought it from a buy here, pay here place, and the bumper was kind of hanging off a little bit. And there was probably like a 2-3 inch gap where it was fucked up. One of the brackets was fucked up and it just was hanging. I actually took a piece of that and just put it on the side of the bumper and pulled it up and stuck it to the side of the car. And that bitch didn't move, dude. It was on there for a couple of years.
Can I go outside with my friend?
Where's mommy?
She went to the store.
Wait till she gets back.
What? I'm gonna be with Laura.
You sent it where, AZ? Literally? Or you sent a link to it?
Yeah, I don't see any. Unless he sent you an email.
That's what I was looking at. I don't see one.
Where it says, "Welcome to the show, JD."
Welcome to the JD show.
Oh, it's the JD show. Let's go ahead and.
Yeah, she was wanting me and my wife beater
There you
last night. Better look out, David. Laura's wanting to see the guns.
Yeah. I don't know the way David's been talking. He might.
Yeah,
just
I don't remember the name of it, AZ. I do remember you. Was it like Bob's something? And is it online only? Because I need something today. Like I want it now.
You don't have no hobby stores around there?
I do. That's where I'm planning on going is there. But I'm wondering if there's something cheaper or better.
Well, most likely, I'm sure like Walmart probably doesn't sell that specific glue.
Daddy,
No, and I've been to the hardware stores a million times looking for the Loctite. And
can Loyalty come in my room?
Is it clean?
Mhm.
Okay.
man, I was trying that regular Loctite on my prints, and it is garbage. I wasn't getting it to work at all.
On your prints?
Like the
You're
3D,
putting super glue on the bed?
the printed parts.
Oh,
Smith. It is okay.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
It
I
was
was like, how
like
you...
it wouldn't. It would halfway stick, and then as soon as I thought it was dry, I'd let go and it'd fall apart. All right, Robert, AZ, thanks. I know, David. I'm looking for Loctite 401. I'm just gonna have to order it. And it's Loctite 454 that my dad used that I told AZ they kept in the refrigerator, but I actually heard that all super glues, it'll help keep them last in the fridge.
The hell's a pound shop?
Dollar store. You know how those twats talk over there.
Uppity twats in their pound store.
All poshy over there.
Yeah. Poshy twats. And look, now he's putting fucking like Egyptian
Yeah,
symbols.
what is that? Is that some kind of terrorist stuff? What is? I don't know about that.
Okay.
Some kind of
$18.
hieroglyphs.
Yeah, I know.
Hieroglyph.
It's an hydroglyph.
Hieroglyphs. Only the finest glyphs. Straight hydros.
Oh, David, you got to come up on the panel. And with 11 votes, Mike is 82% yes. So I guess we can go ahead and end that poll.
Everybody knows him. Oh, he spelled it like we pronounce it too.
One is not posh.
Instead of twat, you got twat.
Posh, yeah. You twats. Oh, what the fuck was that? Where the hell did you go? Our chat literally just disappeared off my screen.
I thought you had a spider on your desk or something.
Oh, well, now I gotta get back into that fucking thing here. There we
I
go.
wonder if there's a Hobby Lobby by where I'm going. I don't know about Hobby Haven.
Hobby Haven, that's like the worst version.
No, Hobby Haven is
Posh twat.
oh boy.
The posh twat is here.
Which one? Which one of the posh twats?
Both of us.
Have you joined?
No. They should be able to hear me. You're right next door to you.
I wish you were next door. At least it'd be
We
something.
got a
to
new
do.
poll in the chat for the stream.
Will Laura kill David?
Yes.
No, I think she keeps him alive to torture him.
Yeah. One day. One day.
What are you guys up to?
Yeah, we've just been down the park with Denise and sat feeding the geese from our hands.
I see you're running through OBS, sir.
Yeah, I don't get why OBS seems to own everything on my computer for some reason.
See what? Ooh, me too. Look. Ooh.
Stop virtual camera.
That might be a bad idea.
Put something on the screen.
Yeah, okay, let me see here.
See,
Look,
you see
I
them all again.
can see the posh twats again.
Ooh, look at that. That's some good quality there.
That looks really fucking weird.
I need to
Here,
sort out my webcam. It's got to be around here somewhere.
I can see mine.
Mine's hidden
why
behind
not?
all this Amazon shit.
God damn it.
That was well cool. Right, mute the volume on the phone.
Ooh, this one must take a lot of processing. Ooh.
Let's see some files.
Well, not to mention that StreamYard doesn't have a good green screen unless you actually have a screen behind you. Like, it doesn't work very well. Because even when even Steve has a pretty nice computer and his green screen we'll do that too when he turns it on. Yeah. Oh, mine's not too bad.
Yours is pretty good, yeah. I think
You
I got
can do the
mine
blur.
tuned in now.
Mine's great. It blurs everything.
I am the wall.
But see, I noticed it does freeze up the video. You see that?
I wonder why yours is. I guess you got more light. It's so dark in here.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
tell the.
That's probably it because you're supposed to have as much light as possible.
Can't tell the background from.
Because you look like you're in a fucking vampire lair.
He is a vampire, isn't he?
Mike says just turn on OBS virtual camera.
Guys, I think I got pink eye. Can you tell?
Oh, Jesus.
Is it really noticeable?
Literally, the bricks are forming in your eyes. Looks like you're high as shit.
Yeah, you're definitely bricking it.
I need to brush my teeth.
Ew.
I got
Hold on,
pieces
do
of
that
brick
again?
stuck in my.
What is that? Do that again?
Hey, Newfound. What's up?
What's up, Bill?
CA glue or 20G rubber glue? Okay.
You get Gorilla Glue over there.
Yeah.
Is it as good as ours?
I don't know.
Ours, we have to mix two glues together, and it's a pain in the ass. You get it on your fingers, and you stick your fingers together. You've cooked it for the day.
All right, Mike. Enjoy that wand.
Yeah, buddy. Don't go too deep.
Right, so how's the vote doing? 50-50. Ooh.
It's 50-50 with 8 votes. That's pretty tie right there. Pretty good tie. 9 votes. No.
Yeah, like I said, I think Laura wants to keep him alive to torture him. She takes him just to the brink. Just a dab will do, Newfound.
Sleepy hair dabbed one too many times this morning, I think. Okay.
Well, I probably better get off here and go get these parts. I'm gonna Micro Center's right out there too. Some
There
of
you go,
those are
Laura.
just
No
the
one.
thorns.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too. I got some stuff I gotta do.
Is it
Making
something I said?
tortillas.
JD's a little poshy. He's got to go.
Poshy Spice.
Well, probably catch you later on Paul's stream.
All right.
Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock. Yeah.
It's only 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 hours now, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'll see you guys all later.
All right, guys. Adios.
I'm gonna go and carry on the fight with Amazon.
Man. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think they're just doing it on purpose now.
You said they did send one out already? Another one or not?
Yeah, I've got the one-time passcode to collect it. It's being delivered on Monday, and the other one's over here. And they took the other one, the original one that went malfunction. They took that yesterday. I think that's the one they're asking about.
Hmm.
Doesn't say much for the tracking though, does it? If they can't track it themselves.
No.
Yeah, you need to get a hold of. You need to get a hold of some corporate person.
Apparently, that was their executive team.
Jesus.
All right. Well, good
Catch you all
luck.
later. Cheers,
All
guys.
right. Well, catch you guys
Bye.
later.
Bye. How do we get off this?
It says at the bottom, leave studio.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Have a good day, guys.